Hello again. Freedom Outpost has a rather interesting article that you might want to sort of gaze at. And the title is Muslim Mortgages Paid with More Than 300 Million, Courtesy of U.S. Taxpayers. What's really disgusting about this is at the same time that this is transpiring, the administration has cut back on our military's pensions. Yeah. They have to not have sufficient funds. As Pelosi said, the cupboards are bare, yet they found over $300 million to send to the Muslims so they can pay for their mortgages. At the same time, we've got, 48 million Americans in the United States that are probably wondering which dumpster to scrounge for food for themselves and their families. Yeah. You think maybe the United States should look after its own and not worry about countries that they really can't do anything about? The United States lost countless military personnel fighting in wars that they had no business fighting. It goes back to Vietnam. It goes back before Vietnam. America is a warring nation. Their economy depends on conflict. I mean, it truly does. When you stop to think about it, America's pretty much constantly at war. But that's a different topic. It's totally disgusting that our military had their pensions cut, yet $300 million was sent so Muslims can pay for their mortgages. Does this make any sense to you? It doesn't make any sense to me. You know, quite often in my videos, I make reference to the fact each and every day a more horrific event occurs than the previous day. I have little doubt that a major red flag will soon be raised by this criminal, dysfunctional administration. They've got to take the focus off of Obama. One of the lead pollsters that was always very eager to announce what was going on with Bush and previous presidents, and he's in Obama's administration. He's now asked the media to take a vacation for a year. Yeah. He doesn't feel polling information is beneficial. I never thought it was beneficial, and I've made comments to that in numerous videos. But the reason he doesn't feel it's beneficial now, and he works in the Obama administration, is because Obama's numbers are dismal. And they're not going to get a whole lot better. What's happening is American people are realizing that they're all being screwed. One of the newest revelations I made a couple of videos on is that if you don't buy Obamacare, people thought you'd pay a 1% fine and then a 2% fine and 3 up to 4% fine. What's come out most recently is that you can also end up going to prison for 5 years. And you can also end up paying a $250,000 fine. I guess that fine is set aside for people that are rather wealthy, that refuse to comply with the demands of this criminal, dysfunctional administration. Do you not see what they've done to us? They've turned us into slaves. And like slaves, if we don't comply with their orders, they punish us. You can go to prison for 5 years. When Obama was asked that question, and when Pelosi was asked that question point blank by a reporter, they both skirted the answer. They didn't answer the question. But that's what they're pretty much famous for. I don't think Obama's ever answered a question that he was asked. He just jabbers. And people forget what the question was. I mean, that's really what he does. Yeah. This is sick, folks. This is incredibly sick. And I'm expecting a real major red flag to take place real soon. What do you think? I told you what I think.